my name?
Billy!
What's my name?
Billy!
Woo! Perfect, thank you so much. How are we doing today?
Good.
Good? Doing good? Awesome. This is it. I'm finally here doing my Shadspeak. Took me long enough to submit it. So, today I'm not going to talk to you guys about math or science or STEM or any of the topics smart people talk about. Now, you're going to think, okay, what are you going to talk about then? I'm going to be talking about whether you should buy a business or you should start your own company. So, why did I say that this is not a topic smart people talk about? You don't need to be smart to become a business person. You don't even need a degree, though it would help, but it's not required. So, without further ado, let's dive straight in. So, at a quick glance, I'm going to be covering the pros and cons of buying a business, give you an example, and then covering the pros and cons of starting your own company, and another example for you. Okay, let's look at the yays of buying a business. First, you're going to have an existing clientele, meaning you already have loyal customers coming back to you every week, every month. You don't need to worry about where you're going to get your clients. You already have a system in place for you. You just need to buy the business, go in, and wait for money to go into your pocket. All the supplies are already lined up. They're all there for you. You don't need to worry about anything else. Right? The employees are trained, they know what they're doing, and there are managers in place ready for you. All the equipments are already purchased too, so you don't need to worry about anything. In addition, because your business is already established, it has been there for some amount of time, it already built its reputation. You don't have to start from day one. So that leads to your business look super good on paper if you decide to go to a bank and ask for a loan or to finance. So what are some side benefits? Here, as a business owner of an existing business, you're going to have less stress. Most business owners worry about so much stuff. Money, worry about clients, you don't need to worry about that. Right? Your business is already well known and there's very low risk. It is absolutely impossible to screw up a successful business. Zero chance. Right? Every product, every service that your business offers has already been market tested. People already love it, so you need to worry. If you remember anything from the business model canvas, all the key elements are already established. So you need to worry about that. Now, let's look at some problems that you might face if you buy a business. So first off is that the price you pay for is what you're going to get. You can't expect to buy a big successful business for a cheap price. That's not how it works. Right? If you do buy one for a very low cost, it's probably because the business is failing. Right? There's a lot of equipment that are old, you need to change it. There's a bad reputation of some sort. For example, there's a mouse found in the kitchen and somehow that got on the local newspaper. The business is done. There's staffing problems. For example, new staff could leave the business every month, every week, and you have to constantly train new people. Overall, you're going to have to make a big change that requires lots and lots of money. So that will result in you losing your money, being very stressed, very sad, and you'll go crazy, like TV Project. And selling is going to be the only way out for you. Right? That and all the other factors are going to make you look like a complete fool because you're losing money. All right, time for a little break. Who wants some McDonald's? I'm very hungry. Okay, Ellen, you get a Big Mac. You get chicken nuggets, you get a Happy Meal, and Max, you get a broken ice cream machine. Okay, so what are the pros and cons? What are the pros and cons of starting your own company then? If you decide to say, screw you, I'm gonna build my own company. Well, if any of you ever watched The Founder, it was on Netflix a couple years ago, here are some of the things you might need to start your own McDonald's. How cool is that, right? First, you're gonna need a lot of money. They require you to have $700,000 of non-borrow fund, meaning the money can't be loaned, can't be from the bank, it has to be yours. You can't borrow from your mom, your dad, or your rich uncle. No, it has to be yours. And they ask that 25% of that has to be spent on setting up for a location. They also ask you to have a total of 1,600 training hours completed. They want you to have a leasing agreement with them, meaning they can regulate you and they can make the rules that you have to follow, otherwise they're going to kick you out, say bye-bye. The most craziest part though is that they want you to pay a franchise fee and a royalty fee on top of your income. So for example, say by the end of this year, your McDonald's made $200,000, right? They ask that $45,000 has to be paid to them, and 4% of the monthly sale goes into the pocket. So you're right now, as of right now, you're already losing $50,000+, and they didn't even do anything. You did all the work. You managed people, but you still have to pay them 25% of your income, right? So now, if you do start your own company, so here are the good things again. At first, you get to be your own boss. You get to come with the idea, how to do it, who you're gonna hire. You can hire your friends, you can hire your mom, your dad, whoever you want, because you are the boss, right? There's flexibility. So for example, if you want to show up at 11:30 in the morning and leave at 2 o'clock, no one's gonna care. You're the boss. There's no roll call, no attendance, no one will care. You have the power. And the big part, what I like a lot, is that you get to decide your own salary. So you get to decide how big or how small your salary is. For example, if your company is profiting a couple $100,000 every year, you can still pay yourself minimum wage and pay taxes off of that. You didn't hear that from me, okay? All right, and the most important thing is that you get to leave a legacy for future generation. So, for example, when you look at your iPhone, when you look at your MacBook, you think of Apple, right? And when you think of Apple, you think of Steve Jobs, because without him, Apple wouldn't exist, right? So then, even though he has passed years ago, we still think of him and we still remember him as one of the people that revolutionized technology. Oh, okay. So now I know what you're thinking, okay, tough guy, what am I in for then? Here are some of the problems you might face if you decide to start your own company. First is that you're gonna have to put in a crazy amount of work hours. So most startup owners have to spend at least 60+ hours a week working for the company if they want it to success, right? The second problem is the funding. Where are you gonna get the money? Who are you gonna get it from? How are you gonna convince investors that your idea, your company is brilliant and they should invest their money into it? And there's another problem. That's the lack of stability, meaning you can't guarantee yourself a job. If your company is failing, it's not performing well, by this time next month, you could be out of a job, right? And all of these factors will lead to a bigger problem, which is your mental health, because you're stressed, you're burnout, you don't know what to do, and for most business owners, especially startups, they have to put in blood, sweat, and tears for them to success. So now that leads me to my last example. Last semester for business class, I created a company, a stock brokerage firm called CIS, or Canada Investment and Securities Corporation. So now I'm going to walk you guys through 15 pages of my business plan. Here we go. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to torture you like that. Okay, so instead, I'm just going to briefly mention to you how I feel about the project and some of the things I learned from it. So first, I decided to take on the challenge of creating a company that I'm interested in, because some of you might know I'm a business guy. I don't like science that much, I don't like math that much, I love money. That's just who I am. Right? So I decided to create a stock brokerage firm, and I wanted to see how fast I could make this awesome company. Right? So I told my teacher, I don't want anyone else on this project except me. So I did the entire thing in 1 week. Now you might think it's cool, but no, it's not. It was horrible. I did anything from operation plan to financials, and every day I spent at least 18 hours working on it. I was so sleep deprived by the end of the day. But after all this experience, the one thing that kept me going is the thought that, okay, I'm gonna learn something from this. When I actually open my own stock brokerage firm, I'm gonna know who to hire, what to offer the clients, and some of the services I can do. So in the end, I would say this is a great opportunity for me. That was a great opportunity because I learned a lot. And I hope you guys learned something from Shad too, just like me. That is the end of my presentation.